Thanks for joining us here on our platforms here on Fox 10 as we're on our Gulf Stream and also on Facebook and YouTube. And I want to shed some light on a new tropical disturbance that's in the Gulf of Mexico. It's a feature that is not likely going to have a big impact on our area, but it's a reminder that we are in the tropical season, which runs from June 1st through November the 30th. And it'll bring quite a bit of rain to our neighbors in South Florida. Some very, very heavy rainfall is possible there. We're also looking at the potential of some rain here by the weekend, but it may not be directly related to what's happening in the Gulf. What's happening in the Gulf will end up in the Atlantic most likely. So let's take a look at it full here. And we've got this tropical disturbance, and so it's located where you're seeing the, let me get it pulled over here for you. There you go. It's located where you can see that yellow X right there. So that's going to be right here in the Gulf of Mexico. And what we expect to happen with this is it will move across the Florida Peninsula, and then it has some chance of development, only a 20% chance of development over the next 7 days once it gets out here in the open waters of the Atlantic. Right now it's really part of an elongated trough feature. So this is just a tropical disturbance. It's the lowest form of a tropical, not even organized system, but in the tropical development process, you have tropical disturbance, then you have a tropical depression, then you have a tropical storm, then you have a hurricane. In this case, we don't expect a hurricane or even tropical storm, but we could get a little depression out of this once it moves out into the Atlantic. Let's take a look at radar, and I'll show you what's happening there. And we've got quite a bit of rain here that is currently located here right off of the Florida Peninsula. So, you know, we've got a lot of rain down in South Florida right now. You can see the showers from Tampa down to Naples and Chocoloskee, Everglades City, crossing the Everglades and into Miami. We're going to see a ton of rain in this area over the next couple of days as this low pressure area, broad in nature, and this tropical disturbance runs across the Gulf and then heads out into the Atlantic. So I thought that was kind of a neat shot there to show you. Water temperatures are supportive for tropical development, but the upper level environment is not. If you look at buoy 42026, which is located in the Gulf of Mexico, just a little bit to the south of Tampa, 84-degree water temperature there, 83-degree water temperature in the Keys, and even the northern Gulf, we've got a tongue of warm water all the way up into our area. So the Gulf is warm enough for tropical development, but we do have that more hostile upper level environment. And that's pretty common in June. So how much rain will fall in the next 7 days? Well, this is kind of interesting because if we take a look at what's happening here, and I'm going to bring this up full so you can see it really well. The rain will be located in the Gulf of Mexico, and check this out. The yellow, about 15 inches of rain possible, 10 to 15 inches south of Tampa, and getting down towards Boca Grande and areas down around Naples, Florida, and it looks like down towards the Everglades City area. Quite a bit of rain there on Florida's west coast. Also to note, further to the north, we are expecting a lot of rain here, but most of that's going to be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. So we do expect to see some rain, but not necessarily a result directly of this tropical disturbance. Some tropical moisture is going to get pulled across a warm front, and that'll bring us abundant rains as we get into your forecast. So certainly interesting there. And taking a look at what else we're tracking. So will we see a hurricane this year? Well, that's too soon to tell, obviously, but the odds are up for tropical development in the Atlantic Basin. This is the Gulf, the Caribbean Sea, and the Atlantic. And had somebody ask me this today, you know, what's the seasonal outlook looking like? Well, last year we saw water temperatures that were way above normal. They were the highest they've ever been, but we had hostile upper level winds. So we didn't really see a crazy season last year. This year, the waters are warmer than last year, which means they're record breaking, and we're in a La Nina pattern. So the winds are favorable for tropical development this year, and that's why we have the numbers that you see there from Colorado State, 23 named storms, NOAA 17 to 25, which basically is around 21 or 22 for the mid-range of that. Hurricanes more than usual, we would normally see 7, and Colorado State is predicting 11, 8 to 13 from NOAA, so an above average season is predicted. And more major hurricanes than usual predicted as well. So it could be a very active season in the Gulf and also in the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic. So we're expecting to see some tropical activity this year. No surprise, we've already got a little disturbance out there, but it is June. So normally the June systems are not incredibly strong. We're enjoying nice weather here locally today. We've got dry air, and how long will that hang around? Well, if we look at our futurecast, tomorrow looks like a winter. We're pretty clear through the day on your Tuesday and into Wednesday. Same thing, nice and dry. All the rain, you got it, down on the Florida Peninsula along that tropical disturbance and that elongated trough and that boundary. We head into Friday through the 3 o'clock hour. Still looks good, but by the weekend, we will start to see some moisture creeping in. That'll happen Saturday night, and we could have some tropical moisture associated with this. This will be lifting across our area Sunday and into Monday, so we may get into a wet weather pattern by Sunday, which is Father's Day, by the way, and also by Monday, something that we're definitely going to want to continue to watch out for there. And I just updated the numbers here. Another thing that's going to be happening before that rain gets here is that we are expecting to see some really hot weather over the next 7 days. Check out the numbers. Right now, it's really dry tomorrow, and it'll feel great, even though we'll be in the low 90s. But our forecast looks pretty ominous as we head into Thursday and Friday. Look at that, 96 degrees on Friday, 96 on Saturday. Our heat index will be higher Saturday. It could be up around 105. The rain chances, though, should limit our heat to some degree as we get into the weekend by Sunday and Monday. So that's kind of what we're seeing there. Here's your day planner. Our temperatures getting into the low 90s tomorrow with dry air and a northeasterly breeze. It'll be a pleasant start tomorrow too. We could even be in the upper 60s first thing in the morning. Down to 69 Wednesday night, and then Thursday, maybe a stray shower Thursday or Friday. You just kind of put that in there just to be on the safe side. Saturday doesn't look like much rain either, but look at the temps Friday and Saturday at 96. And then we jump up as we get into the weekend to 50% with a rain chance Sunday, 50% Monday. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't have to bump those precipitation chances up as we get closer to Sunday and Monday based on what we're seeing on that long-range GFS model that I just showed you. Thanks for joining us here for a little more in-depth forecast on all our platforms, and we'll see you on Fox 10 News at 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 9 p.m., and 10 p.m. tonight.